Hi guys, it's Chrissy with Chrissy's Divine Design Tarot, and today we are doing the reading for the full moon for March. So this is, let's see, well, this is after this powerful shift that happened on the 20th of February. And I'm really feeling the momentum of these aligned planets and what may have shifted here. So let's see if it shows up in the cards. That is my intention for it to show up for the collective to see the way through whatever this is. Let's see what's shifting. Okay, somebody's really upset about having to walk away or abandon an unhealthy situation or feeling the need to escape something here. It may even be an emotional setback of some sort. Okay, with the Nine of Swords in reverse, or the Wands, sorry, Nine of Wands in reverse. So this is like challenging, beyond challenging. This is such a struggle. It's really overwhelming. So this may be such a loss feeling of wanting to give up because somebody's walked away. This may have been somebody that you were teamed up with or felt you made a good team with, but maybe they didn't feel the same way here. Three of Cups in reverse. Okay, so there is a lot of loneliness over this. There may have even been adultery or overindulgence in some form here. There was a big imbalance that's shifted things. With the Three of Swords, okay, this is some type of healing or forgiveness. Maybe even wanting to forgive the person, even though they've hurt you in some capacity here. What is this? Eight of Swords. So you're not looking at this. Now, this is in reverse. So this is, you're not looking at this as getting back together, though. I feel like you're trying to release this or face some type of a fear by escaping this in the end. So let's just see what this is. Okay, things may not be over like you think. There might be lack of closure here, or you're carrying too much baggage. Um, yeah, somebody maybe cut you out of their life. They weren't, it's like, sorry, but not sorry. It's kind of what I'm getting here with this. This is somebody trying to find peace at the end of it. They're finding peace by maybe moving forward or away from you, or you are doing that from somebody here. You may need to face facts on this. This may have been somebody you thought you might marry, but they are showing up as the Emperor in reverse, which is really somebody that is a narcissist. This is somebody that is really looking at things in such a negative way. Um, it's like they won't compromise. They're not at fault. They're controlling and trying to be persuasive or manipulative. It's almost like they're, I don't know. Yeah. Yeah, they totally crossed your boundaries, dude. Like this is like beyond this is like over the top. This is exhausting. This is not trusting yourself either. They maybe even got you to um not even trust your own intuition in this. Wow. Okay, let's just see here. Phew. Okay, well, it may have been pretty easy to um, see what's going on. Maybe you didn't want to believe it. Maybe you wanted to avoid it. However, there was a lot of anxiety around this truth that may have been revealed to you. Mm, that there. Oh. Oh, brother. Okay, so there's a lot of disappointments here. Emotionally unavailable person that was really jealous of things, maybe even jealous of you, trying to manipulate things. They weren't being realistic, maybe half truths, which is still a lie. Wow, you may even be thinking that the tower is showing up, even though it's crossing. This is kind of saying this upheaval is coming, and it's almost like you feel like something is going to be revealed here in your face that you are really not going to like. Yeah, they may never wanted to build with you to begin with. We're never going to give you any opportunities. It was always going to be under their thumb, is what I'm getting. In finances, maybe they didn't want you to go to work. They really wanted control over everything you had going on here. Yeah, you maybe had no choice but needing to get away to calmer waters. The anxiety is just so profound here. It's like the uncertainty wrapped around this. You might be seeing through the cracks, though. So, in order to walk away, and you're going to become single. And I feel like this is kind of scary for you that this person was so domineering. Yeah, you're going to plant new seeds. Look at you. You are making plans here. This is some type of individual success for you. You may have been really dissatisfied in where you were. You were looking at your greener pastures. Do I stay? Do I go? And you chose to go. You're making new plans here, but somebody might not be so willing to let you go. There may have been a lot of secrets. They didn't want this change, that's for sure. They didn't want you to walk away. There may have been a back door you used that was, they may have, I'm kidding. You may have been quite the challenge to this person, and I feel like they underestimated you. Now, with the death card in the reverse, you may have felt like you settled here. There was a lot of resisting this change, but you were so anxious and so filled with anxiety. I feel like there's just no way around it. You're looking for that equal give and take, and that was just not what you were getting. You're just getting shit on, is what I'm getting. You're getting rained upon. You felt cold. You felt um, no place to go. You may have been isolated so much so that you had nobody that was willing to help you, or they really got you away from your family or your friends or whatever the case is here. They definitely isolated you away from people. This is classic narcissist behavior or narcissistic tendencies when it comes to control. All right. Yes. You may have had a higher calling come in here where you were really getting profound messages from your intuition or your passed over loved ones, even. I'm getting maybe even realizing that you needed to be closer to spirit or having a spiritual journey beginning here, that it was like that light switch just woke you up to what was actually going on around you. You were no longer being snowed or no longer being manipulated or not seeing what was actually going on. You started to see. So this might have been an awakening for you. Yeah, you're seeing the truth. You're trusting your intuition again after you've left this person. It's like you're now starting to see who you really are and how much you changed from being in this relationship. You became what they wanted you to be. I'm getting it's almost like you lost your whole identity here, your friends, your family. You may have cut everybody off for this person, which was exactly what they wanted. All right. Let's see. With the Nine of Swords in reverse, this is kind of recovering from this. You've learned a lesson here, and you're going to have some type of win. I feel like you are going to have that sense of winning, that you got through this, that you got over this, that you got through this in a way, because I feel like you may have had a lot of days where you cried, a lot of days afterwards that were you doing the right thing? Should you almost go back to this person because they have conditioned you into feeling like you can't trust yourself. You can only trust them. And even when you saw things with your own eyes, they were convincing you otherwise, that you don't know what you're talking about, must be in your head, you must be crazy, or whatever the case is. Let's see. Yeah. Okay, so justice in the reverse. Okay. So somebody was avoiding accountability here. You know this. you're going to be accountable for your own actions, and they may have put everything on you. Okay, so you're recovering from this. You're learning to cope, and I feel like you've won, and realizing here that they were just making you to be the bad guy no matter what you did. They weren't taking accountability for their own actions and putting it on you. And they were just projecting everything onto you that was in a negative fashion. Let's see what else. Okay, this person might be coming back that betrayed you as you're healing. And I feel like they might be coming in to try to fight with you to keep you back on this train. And they may be trying to persuade you that on this. Yeah, telling you all the things you want to hear. I want to invest in you. I'm going to make you a priority. Um, you are my empress, and this is showing up in the reverse. So you aren't really his empress. Okay. Um, this is this is smothering. This is issues this person has. Okay. They may not even recognize things because they may not see themselves as a narcissist. Their shit don't stink. They do nothing wrong. They are perfect in their eyes. And you're not their true, maybe on the dark side of things, that you're matching in Empress, Emperor in reverse. So this narcissist is making you, and you're showing up as an empath here, as the Empress in reverse. So this is somebody that you're trying to protect what this is, and you might you might be trying to make everything and smooth everything out. And this is kind of, they're hoping to get you in this state. All right. Five of Wands in reverse. Okay. Now this is going to be a big inner conflict for you. You're going to feel like, wow, this person may explode on you afterwards in a reconciliation. They're wanting to reconcile with you, but after the fact, this release of tension and this inner conflict is all going to come to the surface. They are not willing to let you go. Yeah. Jesus. The Three of Wands in reverse. Holy shit. This is like roadblocks, being limited. You're going to be so unhappy if you go back. You're going to pay for this, for leaving in the first place, is what I'm getting here. All right. There's going to be some unexpected setbacks that they have setting up for you that you may not even realize. They're planning ahead on this. Trust me when I say this. Yeah. You're not, yeah, wow. Okay. They're not going to be sweet on you. They don't see you as their sweetheart. They see you as um you're just an object. You're not real to them, okay? So the Queen of Cups in reverse here, they want you to be overwhelmed. They want you to be um emotionally drained. They want to be able to manipulate you. All right? They want you to be like, how do I put that? Um, Reactive to whatever they're saying, so that you react on walking on eggshells, is what I'm getting that you would be doing all over again. Yeah, they don't want you to have a different perspective about this, even though you might be with the Hangman in reverse. They're hoping that you're, it's almost like they don't want to be blocked. They don't want delays. They don't want you to be indecisive. They want, yeah, they don't want you to see a different way here. There's going to be huge arguments. Oh yeah. huge arguments they're going to get you into and try to control. King, oh no, sorry, Knight of Pentacles. This person you can't rely on. This person has no initiative to go anywhere or do anything in the positive way. Okay, so they're not being practical. They might just be bored and want to play games. They might be pessimistic, which I feel is hugely true. And they're not going to be focused on you. They're focused on who they are, not who you are. And you don't even come second. You're like at the very end here. Okay. They want you to settle on them. They want to be able to control the whole narrative here. Wow. They still want you to take their offer, of course, but they have no intention of doing whatever they're saying. They may even say that they want to marry you and they'll give you a ring, but they won't actually ask you to marry them. It won't actually be a proposal. It'll be just, I got you the ring. I want you to wear my ring. We'll call it we're engaged. And you're not really engaged in their mind. They're just giving you the ring as in to keep you in line, keep you on the love train, keep you wanting to go down that road, but they have no intention of marrying you. Okay. So just be aware out there that there are people out there like this. Let's just see where the love falls here. This might be you or this might be them. Oh, yeah. You're not soulmates. This is not your soulmate. It's coming up in the negative, in the reverse. Let's see. They want the support. They want you to be friendly with them. They may have supporting, other people may support them because they don't know what they're really like. Okay. They are actors. They are willing to go to any length to have their reputation be on the up and up. They may even use you for that. They're going to tell you this is their spirit soul path is with you. There's something you're meant to be doing together. Although they may be having rendezvous with other people in the physical nature, they might be stepping out on you. Yeah. They're acting like they're single, but they're keeping you or trying to keep you under wraps here. You might be getting your freedom here by walking away from this person. They may even try to coax you to going and get married and going on a holiday as a way of keeping you and still have that single life that they go out every day and act as if they're single. You might be needing to manifest the one here, somebody with a psychic connection, or this might be saying to you, look, we're meant to be together. You're my empress, blah, blah, blah. I've manifested you or you've manifested me. And it's about them. So you've manifested them, right? This psychic connection. They know what you're feeling or thinking. They don't know. It's a psychological mind fuck, if you will, to put it bluntly. Yeah, they're going to keep reaching out. They're going to keep calling you. And the best way to have this is when they show up, you do not reach out to this person. And if they show up to confront you on anything, I didn't see your text will be one thing that they're not going to like you saying, but this is maybe I didn't see your text or I didn't notice that you sent a message. It didn't show up here. I blocked you, or they're not going to like any of the things that you say anyways, whether it's good, bad, or ugly. But let's look at the good, the bad, and the ugly when it comes to this person for the collective. Yep, nothing but blocking you from everything, keeping you locked up and throwing away the key, essentially. It is a concern, and they may show concerns about you working. They don't want you to be in contact with anybody else. They don't want you working. They don't want you doing anything, but maybe working for them. This might even be somebody that tries to win you over in a love con in order to get you dependent on them. And then they're gonna get in trouble with something, and then to get the money to get them out, you may have to, if they're in jail, they might want you to go and do things that you never thought you would ever do to get the money because you don't have a job, you don't have anything, and you're relying on this person, and they're not giving you any money, even though they may have money. Do you know what I'm saying? And they may ask you to sell yourself or other means of trying to get this money. Ah, man. And they may have a lot of money already, and this may be how they make their money. You might not be the only girl they're taking from, and it will be that they take the money that you earn always, and you will be working for them essentially. It's being pimped out, is what I'm getting here for somebody. Wow. And it may be that they have a lot of people living in that house that are doing the same work for them. Wow, man. You may get away and get to family, or you maybe get a job here, maybe even in the courthouse, which may deter this person. Maybe you're going to take this person to court and sue their ass or something along those lines. Maybe even get a court order to them staying away from you. This could be a protection. Yeah. Um, and you may deep down love this person anyway, or there is needing to be love for self here. What is this? There might be a love in your community here, or the community loves this person. They snowed a lot of people, if that's the case. Okay, no, we have love for a main female here. So you may have love coming in here. Yes, you do. You do have love coming in. All right, let's see where this goes for this new love. All right, you're going to have some protection. You're gonna have to be diligent about looking over your shoulder. So I feel like you might have somebody that comes to your rescue here. Yeah, there's a new beginning. You're looking at a new beginning. You might have moved away from this area, from this person, gone home. Yeah, a new community. You're being patient. Maybe you're trying to get a job. You're finally seeing the truth of it all. Being patient about your truth. You have pure intentions in this. You may feel like you're stuck still in this nightmare because of this person. There's openness here. See, you have the power to decide what you're going to do, but don't be open to this person coming back around because they're just going to, you're not going to see it coming. They may end up keeping you from leaving the place the next time. Locking you up is what I'm getting, so be careful. You will come to forgiveness, but please, please, please don't forgive this person to go back. You can still forgive and not forget what happened or go back to somebody just because you forgive them. Yeah, you're having some love come in here. So let's see what other obstacles may show up. I feel like this person might be showing up when you have this love coming in. Yeah, you have a soulmate coming in. I feel like this person may, this is kind of wild actually, that this is showing up because your person's going to be very passionate about you and maybe knows some of the things that are going on. Maybe you talk about this other person and what you've gone through and that you're letting this go. Yeah, you need to let go of the victim consciousness because you're a survivor. You've gotten through it. And don't self-sabotage because you're worried that this person's going to do something to you. This is your soulmate, so whoever this is that shows up for you here is not this person that you were left behind that's coming back. Maybe you have to have a protective order on. You've moved away. Yeah, you've gone home. You've definitely gone home. Yeah, to the love of your family. Your soulmate may even come with you. with this. And this is not this person that you walked away from. Yeah, you're ending out those cycles for this new door to open for you, and you're having faith in this. I love this for you. Now, let's see what the moon cards are saying that can help. Oh, it's coming out. Crossing adjustments are required. So, definitely, you are adjusting things. You are balancing spirituality and practicality. So, you might be looking at things differently now. Let's see. You're very close to achieving your goals, and a personal issue reaches a resolution. You have that soulmate that does come in here while you're going through this. You may not have met them um, at this time. Okay. Nothing is set in stone yet. You're going to hold your vision of whatever this is, and your commitment is being tested. So this is a test for you, whether you're going to go back to this person or not. You've ended out this cycle. You're stepping out of your comfort zone now, and this is getting out of something that you know is not good for you. Don't let your past hold you back, which I like because I feel like you're going into your north node, and not to let that south node or your past get in the way of you getting a future self. Bring love into the situation, which is for self, is what I'm getting. Let's see. A win-win outcome is coming in for you. Communication is key about this new soulmate that's showing up for you. And expect this powerful change, this change that's coming, this powerful shift that I felt in the very beginning. So expect everything to change out by April or May, and prosperity is going to come in for you. So everything's just seems to be getting better and better as you get further away from this person that has kept you stuck for maybe a while longer than you should have. All right. Let's see here. Let's see about this new love and what this person's initials might be, or the letters in their first, middle, or last. We have W, Y, and E. What else do we have here? We had a K. So there's the lesson here. There's kindness. You're having compassion. You're looking for that give and receive. You're giving forgiveness in order to let that go, in order for this new person to come in, which they may have shown up in your energy field, but you may not have met them yet here in the obstacles, because you're already going through an obstacle right now before you even meet this person. So they may be around, but they're in the same community. I feel like you bring this person with you, or if you don't and you go home, they show up after, because you do get a win here. Now, there's the lesson here. You are getting experience, and this was a test for you. Whether you were going to go back to this narcissist or not, you may have the useful image. You might be looking younger than you actually are, or you are a young person and needed to go through this in order to come out the other side for values, what your values are, what your heart is telling you, what your inner truth is, and what your essence really stands for. And S, soulful, profound meaning, significant event, and heartfelt passion. So I feel like you may feel like you're never going to get involved with anyone else. It's very traumatizing to go through something like this. And it may take a lot of years for you to come out the other side, but I feel like you will eventually. So no worries there. This is a test to see if you'll go back, or if you'll stick to your guns and stay away from whoever this is. They are not good for you at all. Like, wow. Anyways, this was specifically for somebody out there. It is a general reading, so take what is yours and leave the rest. That doesn't mean that every reading is your reading, of course. And you kind of already know what's going on in your life. You might be suspecting certain things or wondering about certain things that cross your mind. There's no coincidences here. So If things have already come up for you before this reading, and this reading might just be a confirmation for you that you are going to be tested coming up, or that you are meant to make a decision that's going to be pretty profound. If you fail the mission and go back to this person, you may find that things might get harder for you before they get better. So, but eventually you will get out of this in order to hopefully find this new love. With every decision we make every day, I mean, we make a decision about what we're going to do that day. We make decisions or plans of what we're going to actually do or wear or whatever. So anything can change here in terms of your energy and what you end up doing compared to what you are meant to be doing. So eventually you get back onto the road. That is that road of free will. So, anyways, I'm going to leave it there. Take care. Stay blessed, collective, and we will see you next time. All right. Later.